let's talk about the stocks that I'm watching and for this week, because I definitely do have a lot of plays that I'm looking at in to play this week. And we also have a very major catalyst coming in this week with inflation data. So overall, I want to go in very in depth on this video, and I have this video organized and time stamped, and we killed it last week with our weekly watch list video. So if you guys do enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, and make sure to leave a like. So overall, let's get started with the catalysts first. Now, this week we do have a major catalyst, which is the CPI Consumer Price Index. We also have Producer Price Index on Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday we have two big catalysts. Now we kind of have less concerns and less fear because this is inflation data for the last month, and we are seeing that gas prices have actually been starting to cool down and trading sideways from the last month. So overall we kind of have less fear for this inflation data, and keep in mind that we are expecting that inflation is starting to actually cool down, and the government is expecting that inflation actually cools down. So overall the forecast is 8.7%. Anything above 8.7% is bearish, and anything below is bullish. So again, on Wednesday pre-market, so 1 hour before market opens, go to cnbc.com, and the data will be on this website, and it'll be on the homepage. So overall, that is it with consumer price index, and same thing with the producer price index. Just go to CNBC at market open or pre-market. So overall, let's get started with the technical analysis, and let's get started off with the SPY, so the S&P 500. So overall, we are trading sideways. So just like last week, we expected, last week to trade sideways on our weekly watch list video, and to trade sideways between 408 and 416. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that we can trade sideways, for a while over here. But one thing to keep in mind is once we start breaking out and once we close to the either direction, that is the direction that we are going. So that is something to keep in mind. If we are breaking 408, that is going to be very, very bearish. And if we break 416 above 416, that is going to be very, very bullish. Now, again, if we break 416, my price target is 430, and if we break 408, my price target is 398 or 400. So overall, just keep in mind, keep these levels in mind. The market respects these levels, and the two main levels are 408 and 416. We just need to trade between these zones. So overall, that is it with the SPY. My first play that I'm looking at is Google, ticker symbol GOOGL. So overall, we are trading sideways, and we are consolidating. We have been trading sideways since May 25th, and we could see that above 118, I'm looking at 122. So if we start breaking this level of support this week, I'm taking a look at calls to ride to 122 for Google. So that is it with Google. Next, I have CCL. So I really want to play CCL this week because, first of all, it's a very nice, cheap play. I'm taking a look at weeklies, but overall, I'm taking a look above $10. So $10 is a very nice major level of resistance for CCL, and above 10 I'm taking a look at 10.36 because we have this very nice gap fill. So this gap fill is a very nice psychological gap that I'm looking at to play this week. So CCL looks very, very nice, and this is probably the most hyped play that I'm watching this week because it's a very cheap, affordable play, and overall I really love the setup because this gap looks very nice, and we are consolidating and trading sideways very, very nicely. Next, I have ticker symbol C. So this goes with kind of like the banks ETF. And one thing that I'm actually watching closely are banks this week because bank stocks are looking very, very nice to break out this week. So C kind of have, it has this channel over here. I'm taking a look at above around above 51.77, and price target to be 52.37. So above this level of support, I'm taking a look at my price target to be this wick over here. So C also looks very nice. Next I have Bank of America, another bank play. Now I played it last week, and I'm still swinging Bank of America, but overall, as you guys can see, we are trading sideways, we are consolidating, and we closed above for Bank of America, so it definitely has some more room to the upside, and overall it broke out from a very nice consolidation phase, and it still has some juice to go to the upside. Next I have Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. So overall, monkeypox, we have vaccines, all of that stuff, and I'm taking a look at Pfizer. This was also on my watch for last week, but overall we have a massive symmetrical triangle. If you take a look at the weekly time frame, this is a massive symmetrical triangle on a massive time frame, and I'm taking a look at calls on the support area, so around 47, and once we hit this level of support, I'm taking a look at a potential play for calls, especially when the RSI goes oversold. So around the 30 area for the RSI, we could see that it usually bounces off of that 30 area for Pfizer. So I'm taking a look at Pfizer, and it looks like a very nice monthly swing, like to swing a month out for Pfizer. So this also looks very nice, like a very nice play, definitely. But I just needed to drop more so I could start scaling in calls, and the stop loss is going to be below the support. So if we start breaking this level of support, if we close below, I will be cutting out, and I'll keep you guys updated on Pfizer throughout the days and weeks. My last play that I'm looking at is DOCU. Now this one is, again, this was on the watch list for last week. We crushed it last week. Okay, we had some incredible play, and as you can see, it was on the weekly watch list. We broke out, and now we have a massive gap to fill. So if you are still swinging DOCU, it has a lot of room to go up. Especially previously we have seen that it did gap up and it filled it very quickly, and DOCU also moves very fast and very quick. So this is a play that some people might still be holding, but overall that is it. Pretty simple video. I'm watching a lot of plays. Again, my favorite plays for this week, it is CCL. CCL just looks way too good. I love everything about CCL. Next, Google. Google looks very nice, and then Bank of America. But overall, very nice plays. A lot of patience. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe with the notifications on, and see you guys later. Bye.